develop a winning and successful mindset, you must have control over the negative thoughts in your head. And this isn't always easy to do, but by consistently using the techniques that I'll share with you in today's video, you can certainly do it. And controlling your thoughts will change your outlook from a negative one to a positive one. And this alone will be a huge step in the process of developing a winning mindset. Hi, my name is Aponte. I'm a personal empowerment coach, veteran entrepreneur, published author, certified NLP practitioner, and master certified real leadership coach. And in this video, I'm going to teach you the trick to controlling your negative thoughts. Now, as I've mentioned before, all the thoughts that you have had in your life so far are responsible for where you are today. Whatever you have or don't have in your life right now is down to your previous thoughts. And if you don't have what you want in your life right now, it's because you experienced the wrong thoughts. It really is all down to you. Not only do you need to change your thought process, but you need to control the thoughts that swirl around in your head as well. What you'll find is that successful people with winning and successful mindsets, well, they do this all the time. Now, I want to warn you that the techniques I am going to reveal to you in this video do work well, but they're not miracles. You will need to practice them every day to get the best results. And when you have a winning mindset, well, then this becomes second nature. And everyone experiences thoughts in their head every day. Sometimes this is called self-talk or your inner critic. It is all the same thing, really, and this self-talk is in your conscious mind, and it's very powerful because it will create new beliefs in your subconscious mind, or it can even strengthen existing beliefs. Now, if you do not control your thoughts properly, then your subconscious mind can work against you and stop you from achieving your goals. So then the question begs, how do you stop this? Well, it's a simple matter of controlling what goes into your subconscious mind and what stays out. Now, regardless of what you think, you are in control. You are in control of your thoughts. Nobody else controls your thoughts. What people say can influence your thoughts, but ultimately the way that you process the information is down to you. And we all have negative thoughts every day. Even people with winning mindsets experience negative thoughts. If you let them, though, these negative thoughts will totally destroy your dreams and will prevent you from developing a winning mindset and achieving your goals. So what can you do about this? Well, the answer is to neutralize your negative thoughts with positive ones. Yes, it really is that simple. The practice is more difficult, of course, but the effort and persistence will pay off for you, and you will be able to change your mindset from negative to positive. Now, see, negative people, well, they always end up with things that they don't want in life, whereas positive people are far more likely to get what they want. So you might want to ask yourself, which one do you want to be? Most people are somewhere in the middle of being negative and positive. You, though, can use the techniques in this training to swing yourself over to the positive side. And the reason that negative people get things that they don't want, well, it's because of the law of attraction. And it works for good or for bad. It's very powerful, the law of attraction. And it's the law that provides people with what they focus on. As the saying goes, where focus goes, energy flows. Negative people, see, they focus on bad things, and so they get bad things in return. People with a positive winning mindset, though, focus on good things and then get good things in return. And that is simply how it works. So, how do you get rid of negativity? Well, it's time for you to be selfish if you truly want to develop a winning mindset. And this is where being selfish is a good thing. All of us have people in our circle of families or friends that are negative. And these people, they spend as much time as they can complaining about everything in their lives, from the weather to politics and everything in between. And it's always someone else's fault, right? Well, each time that you're in the company of these people, their negativity will have an impact on you. And until you have developed your winning mindset to be super strong and impenetrable and have a mental toughness to go with it, well, you're going to need a way to deal with the negativity of others. And it's ridiculous for me to suggest that you never meet with these people ever again, although that would be a good solution. But some of them may be loved family members and friends that you've had around for years. But what I do recommend is that you cut down the amount of time that you spend with them. When you're in their company and they start to question what you're doing, then you need to handle this correctly if they make negative comments and criticisms. So if anyone says to you, "Oh, you'll never be able to do that," well, immediately neutralize this thinking by saying, "I can do anything I choose." The other good way to deal with the negativity of others is to just treat what they say as their opinions. Everyone has opinions, and some people love trying to force these on you. And as I like to say, opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has one. So when you hear something negative, just think to yourself, this is just their opinion, and I choose to think differently. Now, not all criticism is bad, of course. If someone that you respect tries to give you constructive criticism about the way that you're doing something, then you should always be prepared to listen. When you believe the criticism to be unjustified, then again, just think, this is just their opinion, and I do not agree with that. But if there is something valuable to you in the criticism, then thank the person for pointing it out. As example, you may have decided to hire a mentor or a life coach or something like that to help you achieve a goal. Well, this person has done what you're trying to achieve, so you probably should listen to what they tell you. It is your choice whether you accept their advice or not, though. Another thing that I strongly recommend that you avoid is spending hours and hours on social media. There is a ton of negative messages out there in the social space, and you may think that you can handle it, but you have to remember that your subconscious mind takes in everything. Now, we're not saying never to use social media, but just cut down the time that you spend on it. And what about news and TV? Well, some people, they just cannot miss the news, and they're happy to soak up all the negativity that the news loves to dish out. Well, my advice is to stop watching the news altogether, especially first thing in the morning. Don't start your day off with lots of negative messages surrounding you. That is the worst thing that you can do. If you need to keep up with the weather, well, then watch the Weather Channel specifically, or just get an app that feeds that type of news only to you. If you receive a negative comment from another person, then you're far less likely to believe this and internalize it than if it's a negative thought that just pops up in your head. And this is because you trust yourself more than you do anyone else, and auto-suggestion is much more powerful initially than heterosuggestion. If you suddenly think, I cannot do this, it's going to have much more of an impact than anyone else telling you the same thing. And what you need to do here is first to be aware that it is happening, and then act on this negative thought immediately by thinking, I am capable of doing anything, and I will figure this out, or something along those lines. Now, you do not want the negative thought, I can't do this, entering and embedding itself in your subconscious mind. And if you don't neutralize thoughts like this, then your subconscious will start believing that you can't do a lot of things, which will have devastating consequences for you. Break those existing neural connections by neutralizing negative thoughts. And did you ever wonder why some negative thoughts just seem to dominate you, and it's so hard to get rid of them? Well, this happens to everyone. And the reason is that you're focusing on the problem rather than the solution. If you're having some form of financial problems and you don't have enough money for rent, well, then focusing on this problem will just amplify it and eventually manifest it into your reality. The answer to this is to focus on the solution instead. Ask yourself, what are the best ways for me to find the money to pay the rent? Your subconscious will then get to work and help you by providing some ideas. And when you do this, you will free yourself up from negative spiraling that you could happen to find yourself in. And you'll have more energy to tackle the problem and come up with the right solution. People that have winning mindsets use their past as a useful reference and nothing else. They never dwell on the mistakes that they made in the past, and you need to do the same. Far too many people dwell in the past and let this rule their present and future. And by dwelling on the past, you are effectively living in the past psychologically, as your mind cannot tell the past from the present. And just because you failed at something in the past, it doesn't mean that you'll always fail at it in the future. We have all failed before, and the trick is to learn from the mistakes you make and then simply move on. Don't let your past prevent you from succeeding today and in the future. If you let your past control your future, well, then you send the wrong message to your subconscious mind. It strengthens the belief that you tried it once and failed, and therefore you will always fail. Do you have a habit of giving up on new things easily? Well, if you do this, it's because you've always done this. You're letting your past influence your present and your future. So, how can you leave your past behind you? Well, again, it's all about controlling your thoughts. When you are going to start something new and a thought comes into your head like, I will not stick to this for long, well, then you need to immediately neutralize this thought with something like, I may have given up on things easily before, but now I choose to see them through. It's going to take persistence and effort to make this work for you. There is no magic spell or overnight fix to control your thoughts because you are literally deconstructing old neural pathways and constructing new ones. And well, this just does simply take some time. After a fairly short time of neutralizing your negative thoughts, though, you will find that you have a much more positive outlook on life. And this is the first sign that you're taking control of your thoughts. Now, using positive affirmations that are created with the proper formulation each day will help you to develop a winning mindset fast. It's a great method for making the transition from negative thinking to positive thinking. Even people with winning mindsets have self-doubts and think negatively about themselves at times, but in an instant, they can snap out of this state and get back on the positive trail. So, what I recommend you do is spend some time thinking about your weaknesses. I know this may sound negative, but bear with me here. What I want you to do is write down those weaknesses that you perceive to be weaknesses, and then write a positive affirmation around each one of them. Make sure the positive affirmation is in the present tense, not past or future, and in a suggestive manner, such as I intend, I choose, I can believe, etc. If you believe that one of your weaknesses is to give up on new things too easily, then you can create a positive affirmation that says, I choose to never give up and intend to always see things through to the end. Or maybe you're easily distracted, so an affirmation could be something like, I am becoming more laser focused on getting what I want, and I will not let any distractions get in the way. You can create your list of positive affirmations and then use them at least twice a day. Read them out loud when you get up first thing in the morning and again before you go to sleep at night. Over time, this will make a massive impact on your positivity, and you will develop the power to do anything that you want. Now, did you know that you can easily program your brain to think more positively, more successfully, and even more confidently? Well, it's true. You can entrain your brain to be any one of these. And I've created a specific success bundle of brainwave entrainment audios and subliminal messages that are crafted specifically to get through your subconscious mind and reprogram it for success and confidence. And you can learn more about that by visiting isosynclabs.com or just click the link in my bio or in the description. if you're watching on YouTube. In next week's video, I'll discuss the traits of a winning mindset that you need to develop in order to grow your mental toughness. So be sure to follow me for more great content like this. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up or a heart, and be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications because I share new videos every Monday like this one, every Wednesday and Friday as well. All designed to help you level up your life and your success. And you can find me by searching the Matt Aponte on all social platforms. Thank you so much. I hope you found value in this, and I'll see you in the next video.